well-thinking Jamaicans. And yes, I want to say, there's more work to be done, but the numbers don't lie. And Jamaica is becoming safer because of the strategic focus policies introduced under our Michael Andrew Holness-led government. But labor rights, we haven't just stopped there. Here in Portland, your own member of parliament has launched a new bus system to ensure that our children get to school safely, affordably, and on time. And you know, Darrell, I want to tell you, South Trelawney is just teeming with excitement. Tomorrow morning, 2 of those buses come to South Trelawney. And guess what? The children will be able to see, and the buses. And there is so much excitement going on. Because guess what? In South Trelawney, Darrell, we don't have no bad mind. We burn bad mind. We're excited. We're jumping for joy. And listen, our young girls will no longer, it's important, our young baby girls will no longer have to sit in the laps of big men. As one commentator said on the radio last week, they don't have to listen to the lewd music that is sometimes, or them hear the person say, no schoolers this morning. I agree with your member of parliament. Opposition to this bus system is nothing but simple bad mind. Our Prime Minister has moved from giving out some beautiful wooden cottages under Food for the Poor, which we started years ago. But now he has moved to an innovative set of houses, giving families keys to brand new houses built with block and steel and all the modern facilities. He is giving, and we have had our fair share in South Trelawney. So many of our Jamaican people an opportunity to start a new chapter in their lives with dignity. Mark, you know, some years ago, there's a little man far away in South, and we have him on tape and radio, where he said we didn't need no house. He said we must take them to Manchester and Clarendon. But I said to you, that is bad mind. And in South Trelawney, you know we born bad mind. So, and let me tell you something. When you come to tourism, our tourism minister has simply outdone himself. We have welcomed to our shores more visitors than ever before. And Anne-Marie, I saw you on social media welcoming tourists of a ship right here in Port Antonio. So neighbor rights, the world is looking at us. Jamaica now shines on the world stage. We have displayed economic discipline and stability, and we are seen as a country of promise. Just the other day, PM, I noticed that the heads of Jamaica meeting in Montego Bay, although some of our own has criticized his measures for crime, there are many who are leaders in the Caribbean who congratulated our Prime Minister for the use of his crime-fighting strategies and have said they too are going to use the measures that Andrew Michael Holness has used, even though some Jamaicans have criticized him. The rest of the world applauds him. Labor rights. All of what has happened is not by accident, because guess what? We have here with us the real builder. We have the builder. The approach of our Prime Minister has shown strong, stable, and visionary leadership. And it is this strong, Labour Party that I say to you tonight, I am sure heralds a third term for the Jamaica Labour Party. We are not going to dwell on the past, and we are not going to tear down each other. We are not going to destroy and try our best, go to sleep and wake up and plan what is the worst thing to say about each other. We in the Jamaica Labour Party are here to build on this momentum. So Portland, South Trelawney, every parish, every constituency, let us not reverse the gains of this administration. We don't always share the same views, but we never tear down each other as Jamaicans, simply because we want to win an election. Let us not risk our future by turning back now. Let us not be back nine. Let us move forward with unity and purpose, and with the energy that has brought us thus far. All around Jamaica, there is a new and renewed sense of hope. You walk into the plaza, somebody doesn't know you and they touch you. And they say, I pray to God that I no win. We too want to keep that hope alive, so that more jobs are created, so that more Jamaicans can get better homes, and so that crime and violence keeps moving down. We must return our Jamaica Labour Party to government. So Labourites here tonight, let us rise again. Let us all vote. Remember, you and your neighbor must vote Labour. Let us continue to build Jamaica with the builder, Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. One Jamaica, one people, one destiny. Jamaica forward, backward never. God bless you all.
One, three. Labourites. In Southeast St. Mary, there is no mountain too high that he will not cross. None at all. He will go where he has to go for the people of Southeast St. Mary. A member of Parliament who loves and is committed and who is dedicated to the people of Southeast St. Mary. Let's welcome Dr. Norman Dunn, who with him, the argument's not done, it's done, it's done.
Some me say them can't tire. From them not speak no truth, say them can't tire. From them a display the youth, say them can't tire. From them not keep straight, say them can't tire. From them not move.
Show our labor rights. Show our labor rights. I'm going to recognize my sister, Carencia Morrison. I want to recognize our party leader, Andrew Michael Holness. I want to recognize all my other colleagues on the platform. And I want to say my recognition at the end. for my sister and brother in Eastern and Western Portland, Darrell and Anne-Marie Vaz. I will say to you tonight as you gather here in this massive crowd here in Buffalo, that you must recognize that this party is a good party. This party is a blessed party. This party put God first in all that we do. And that is why we have a gospel concert, because we recognize the power of God. There's a lot of things that is going on. But the best thing that we have, of all the things that we have ever had in this country for a very long time, is the best Prime Minister of Jamaica. We not only have the best Prime Minister that this country has ever seen, but we have the best ministers of government. We have the best members of parliament. We have the best councillors. And we have the best candidates that is offering themselves in this new election. We know we have done so much for this country. We can campaign on not on rhetorics, but we can campaign on what we have done for this country. It is for everyone to see. Even the blind can see that we have really taken this country from poverty to prosperity. We are the first to admit that we have not done all. There's a number of things that is still left to be done. And we in Southeastern area recognizes that fact. And that is why this election is so critical. Because we have to continue the work that we have started. We have continued the good work that we have done. And Jamaica has recognized that we not only deserve a third term, because we say third term is loaded, but we have earned the respect of the Jamaican people. And they have seen that this party is the best party for this country. But not only that Jamaican has seen this. There was once a time that we could not hold our heads high in this country. We had the highest crime rate amongst countries of the world. Our economic conditions were some of the worst in this world. The IMF and other agencies looked at Jamaica in such a negative way. But under this government, under this Prime Minister, we have changed all of that. And Jamaica is now recognized as the darling of the world, thanks to the Jamaican Labour Party and Andrew Holness. We have seen this. The IMF has seen this and is using Jamaica as an example. The World Bank has seen it and is using Jamaica as an example. The IDB has seen it and is using Jamaica as an example. And let me tell you, the Caribbean has seen it and is using Jamaica as the best example that they have ever seen. Just recently, there was a leader that came to Jamaica, and when they look at our crime statistics and look at the transformation of the security forces in Jamaica, they want to now emulate us. And that is because of the power of our Prime Minister and the power of the Jamaican Labour Party government. But I want to recognize and speak about something here, because we realize that there's something that is creeping in the politics of this country, and that is bad mind. Bad mind is a disease in that party. They grudge the Prime Minister for the house that he lives in. They grudge me for whatever I do in Southeastern area. They grudge everybody, and they don't want persons like ourselves who are from humble beginning to reach anywhere. Because we are not top and ours like them. We are humble people. We are decent people. We are law-abiding people. We are persons that will work every day to ensure that we achieve what we have. But do you ever consider what the word bad mind is? Bad mind is an expression that speaks ill towards others. It speaks about envy, resentment, and those who are experiencing success, them no one, nobody will be successful apart from them. We born bad mind in this party. So I say to you as we gather here today, and whenever the Prime Minister is ready, there's a little man down in Southeast St. Mary with an initial called CB, but CB is only for CB chicken. And we say, whenever the Prime Minister is ready, we are ready in Southeast St. Mary. Shower them rice, shower them rice.
Voting for Labour. I was in St. Anne last week. They had 2 bashment conferences, 2 joint divisional conferences, and the water boss, the Honorable Matthew Samuda, him look good to North St. Anne, and he's here to bring greetings and the strongest endorsement. Member of Parliament, Matthew Samuda.
Show them right. Show them right. I want the little word still. But show them rights. Enough love for all Portland labor rights. Stand up above me. Show. Minister Vaz and MP Vaz, for me this is a full circle moment. My first political meeting outside of Kingston and St. Andrew was a by-election in 2009. And I remember a meeting in Buff Bay, and I joined that meeting with one Tino Geddes. And we were a little down the road. And I remember when Daryl said, you send me back to Parliament and I will never, ever, ever, ever leave. Because I will represent you. And if I serve you, I know you will serve me. But laborize, I think, is fair to acknowledge also that Action On, since 2019, has followed in the footsteps, has stepped up to the plate, and has served the people of East Portland well. You see, labor rights, we have never asked Jamaicans for support's sake. We have always asked Jamaicans to support work, to support action, to support strength, to support delivery, to support prosperity, to support hope, to support your children's future. And labor rights coming up is a decision that must do all of these things. We need your support to ensure we can continue to deliver the vision of Andrew Michael Holness. So whenever he is ready, we need to make sure we are ready. Because you have to be active, you have to be strong, you have to be informed, you have to be ready to deliver the victory. Because labor rights is not because we are begging. It is because we have done the work.
It is because we have worked hard. It is because several 100,000 people that didn't have water now have water. So labor rights will not come to the people like we beggy. We have come to them and said, we start the work. We have done the work. We have fixed your problems. But give a little more time so we can complete the job ahead. Labor rights of West Portland. Not tomorrow, but the following Monday. Myself and your MP, Minister Daryl Vaz, Minister Anti-Badmine, will be commissioning the new Eden water supply for $43 million and the Cascade water supply for $30 million Jamaican dollars. You see, labor rights, we come to you with a record of work. We come to you with a long list of project delivery. When we cut ribbon, it's ribbon where exists. It's not ribbon where a fantasy. Back in the day, the PNP would have come to you 3 months before election and tell you, say, Disneyland, I'm going to build a Port Antwerp. They would have tell you, say, we are going to Mars next month. But they couldn't tell you what they had done. Your government can safely say it has delivered improved water supply to over 350,000 Jamaicans over the last 9 years. And that delivery has come to every single township, every single parish in this country. But labor rights, the work is not yet finished. We are midway in new projects that will support improved water supply, water resilience to over 900,000 Jamaicans out of the 3 million of us that are here. You see, they did nothing for 40 years. We have to correct and fix the problems that were here before us. But even though your government is running well, even though we're running NWC well, we're giving you back some of the benefits. It's part of the reason your Prime Minister announced an amnesty last year, November, which has already benefited over 10,000 Jamaicans, pensioners, the disabled, part beneficiaries. We have written off over $1 billion Jamaican dollars of debt of poor people and reconnected them back to NWC. And Prime Minister, the small businesses need to go ahead. And if you're ready, NWC is ready for you. But we go further. Those announcements are for the Prime Minister. But labor rights, I give you one more. We know there are hundreds of communities that connect to water, but not connect to NWC. Very, very soon, we will tell you about how you connect to NWC formally in a manner that restores pride to those who have to take water. That does it in a way you can afford. That does it in a prepaid manner. Because labor rights, Jamaican people must connect to potable water. Jamaican people in the land of food and water must have water in their yard. It is time that we dispense with the bath pan. It is time that you give the JLP the support to make sure that when you go in your bathroom, you can take a shower. Because we say prosperity. We say all Jamaicans must have water. Show them rights. Show them rights. Show them rights.
People want water. And this is the government that is delivering on water infrastructure for our people in those remote parts of Jamaica where the other side had no plans to give our Jamaican people relief. Well, this government, under Prime Minister Andrew Michael Holness, decides that the people want water and him I will give them the water. Labor rights. We journey to Southwest St. Elizabeth. But we now watch the eyes. We now watch the baga baga. Because we know that the Honorable Floyd Green, Minister of Agriculture, one mama green, will take toll on the Jamaican Labor Party.
Today, when I came out of my vehicle and I was walking to the meeting, a man said, "Boss, you really up here from St. Elizabeth?" Me said, "Boss, you don't know, say, since Andrew Michael Holness, a Prime Minister, now I know far again." When we drive on the city, a carpet. When we come to Manchester, a carpet. When we come to Carrington, a carpet. Junction, a carpet. However, reach above there. I'm going to tell you the truth. Me didn't think they involved bad pan carpet, but Anne-Marie Van Fire. What I realize when you listen to the other side, they don't have any plans. They don't have any ideas. They keep on saying what they are going to do. But I always say, tell us what have you done? When it comes to Farm Road, no government in the history of Jamaica has done more Farm Road than the Andrew Holness government. In their last 4 years, they did 24 Farm Road. I want you to follow me. Last year, this government do 81 Farm Road. Since 2020, we have done 400 Farm Road. Since 2016, 700 Farm Road under this government. Say, them talk about cold storage. Ask them to carry you and show you one cold storage when they build the farmer. We know farmers go through glut and shortage. So you have to build storage so that you can extend your life. This government is now spending $1 billion to build cold storage. And it's not what is going to happen. We're going to be in Manchester on Tuesday. The Prime Minister is going to open one in St. Elizabeth on Thursday or Friday. And I am working with your MPs to put a cold storage in Portland for the farmers of Portland. The other thing, we know to transform agriculture, you have to have a strong training institution. Ask them in their days how much money them put in the agricultural program up by kids. Over the last few years, every year, we have put at least $20 million. We build a new tissue storage. We build a new piggery. We build a new goat rearing house. And I am here to tell you that Portland will have Jamaica's first university for agriculture. We are transformed. Yes, into a university. So, I say to you all, Portland has come too far to turn back. No. When you look at the road network in Portland, when you think that because of your MPs, Portland piloted the first rural school bus system, and now all of us across Jamaica will benefit. That's why I tell them, forward ever. And the final thing, Jamaica has come too far to turn back now. You know, me realize, anytime they come up with a plan, it sounds like a tax. They want to tax me. Not true. It sounds like enough money, bad money, and when the money I'm going to come from, no more sweet. They want them know we not used to tax again. In COVID, this government never put in not even one new tax. 2020, no new taxes. 2021, no new taxes. 2022, 2023, last year, and in the third term, no new. So Levites, when you left this meeting and you're feeling good, and them come to you tomorrow, make them know we are choosing Jamaica. We are saying, forward ever, backward never, forward ever, backward never. God bless you, love you, shout out.
Honorable Prime Minister, I hear that even the children in East and West Portland get in a campaign mode now, you know. Since the school bus thing, every little picnic a campaign now. I hear that is one sock every child in East and West Portland singing. How the song will be up?
Wheels on the bus go round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round. All through the town. And doors on the bus go open and shut. Open and shut. Open and shut. And doors on the bus go open and shut. All through the town. Tired busy bus. Everybody say coming along the bus.
At this sandwich journey to Southeast Clarendon for the champion member of Parliament. He is the Minister of Labour and Social Security, the Honourable Colonel Charles Jr. Here to give his strongest endorsement and support.
Levites! Come on, Levites! Let me tell you, boy, I feel so proud when I see the Prime Minister. I want to pick up the Prime Minister, Mr. and Mrs. Vance, colleague ministers, deputy leader, all who are on the platform. MP Craig Morrison doing an amazing job. But let me go quickly to this. I must tell you, I want to speak directly to the voters who are listening to us today and still wondering who to vote for, why am I voting, and what to do at the next election. You have a choice between the GLP bus and the PNP bus. And you have to realize that when you walk up and look inside of the PNP bus, you're looking at a man who is a drunk driver who crashed the car and the most rough time before. And when you look into the GLP bus, you're looking at a driver who you can be proud of. You're looking at a man called the most honorable Holness, who has carried us through the pandemic. You're looking at a driver who can carry through all the different curves and channels. And I want to tell you, we from Southeast Clarendon are proud to know that we are a part of the GNP bus, led by the best leader we could have in this country. There's a lady in London town named Miss Jacqueline. And Miss Jacqueline called me one time, Miss Prime Minister, and said, listen, she's having some heart problem. Come and pick her up and carry her to the hospital. I said, Miss Jacqueline, I am too far. You have to call a taxi. Miss Jacqueline called a taxi, and the taxi man who come to pick her up is a man who she know as a PNP man who all him do a crash the car every day. She said she's not going into no car with him. She rather get at her yard. Because if she go in the car with him, by the time she reached the hospital, she's dead. The reality is that we know what is good for us in our country. And we will never turn back to the people who crushed the car that is called Jamaica. There was a time when unemployment was over 13%. Because of this government and the strong governance, unemployment is now at its record low. More Jamaicans are working in Jamaica now than ever before. We can be proud to know that this is the government that has increased pension so that the old people can get more in their pocket. This is the government that has cared for the poor people, not just by saying we love you, but by ensuring that they give the poorest and the most vulnerable what they deserve. Increase in part, increase in pension, and now the solidarity program that is giving $1 billion to 50,000 Jamaicans. We will never turn back to the days of the PNP when all they would do is talk about love, but the country was going down and down when other places in the Caribbean were getting better and stronger. I tell you this, I'm a proud Labourite. I am what you call a rock stone Labourite. But I can tell anybody in Jamaica that I can go and mark my X by the bell, not just because I'm a Labourite, but because I know that the Jamaica Labour Party is the best choice for Jamaica's future. We are the party that has sent young men and young women overseas and forward to get a better life. We are the same party that is skilling and upskilling our Jamaicans right here in Jamaica so they can have a better life, free of cost. This is the party that you can be proud of. When anybody come to you and say, why are you a Labourite? You can tell them proudly, I am a Labourite because the Labour Party is the best thing for Jamaica. Let me close off by saying this to you. Voters, undecided, PNP who really want to vote for the GLP, listen to me carefully. You have two choices. And your responsibility is to make the best choice for your children, for your parents, and for yourself. When you think about the future of Jamaica, you have to ask yourself, why would I decide on a party? And there are two things. You have to look on who you can trust, and you have to think about who has the best track record. Who can I say has done well with the management of this country? In the hardest times when we are going through a pandemic, which party carried Jamaica through that pandemic and came out stronger than before? In the times when we had to make decisions about spending money, and we decided to manage the country so that we have money to give Jamaicans after a hurricane, which party was making those strong and sensible decisions? Let me tell you, voters, you will be told a lot of foolishness and a lot of lies, because the PNP wants power. The PNP wants a hold of all of the money and the resources that the JLP has come to put together for Jamaica. You are the ones who will have to decide. You are the ones who are the gatekeepers for the future of your own children. And I want to tell you, make sure that you know that if Jamaica makes the wrong decision, it will be decades before we can pull ourselves out of the hole that the PNP will drop us in. I can tell you that my father, who served this party for years, in 1976, he was locked up under the People's National Party government. Patsy Crane was locked up under the People's National Party government. And several more. And the reason they did that is because they wanted to retain power at all costs. Do not play fool with your vote. Make sure that every single Labourite that is in this audience right now understand that we alone cannot win the election. We have to make sure that West Portland, East Portland, South East Clarendon, South East St. Elizabeth, everywhere in Jamaica, if you're a supervisor, runner, captain, indoor, outdoor, anyone who you are, get up, get out, get you and 10 and 20 people and go to the polls. Jamaicans, we choose Jamaica, and if we're going to do so, we must choose wisely. Understand that the future of our country depends on us. I love my party, and I love my country more. And I'm proud to be a Labourite under Andrew Holness. I'm proud to be a Labourite. I'm proud to choose Jamaica. One love.
It's not just I'm proud to be a Labourite. Oh, it go. Meaning, fit. Oh, it go. Labourites, we have a member of parliament who said that no. This meeting, West and the East meeting, it can't miss him. And we are happy that our hard-working Minister of Health, our Holness Minister of Health, Dr. the Honorable Principal Doctor,
Thank you very much. I know you're waiting on the real big man to talk. And you've been here a long time. So I'm not going to be long with you. First of all, I want to pick up my Prime Minister on the platform, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Holness. Give him a big shower, Labour. I want to pick up all other colleagues, but I have to say that Darren Vaz and Anne-Marie Vaz are the best thing that happened to the development of Portland from the assumed office. Some food for a serve 3 terms sure so you're alright down here in Portland. And I tell you something, it is in your best interest and Portland's best interest to make sure that Darrell and Anne-Marie are returned full 100 when the leader fly the gate. My little thing is simple. Don't watch the hype, but I want you to listen to the rhetoric of the orange people. It is a rhetoric that every day is increasingly desperate, full of desperation, to the point where every time them talk about crisis in public health. Now, I am prepared to say that everything is not perfect. I am prepared to say that we still have a lot of work to do. Because he who feels it knows it and will live it every day. But I am also prepared to say that this government, led by Andrew Holness, has done more for public health than any other government before. In fact, this past week, I was in Jacksontown, in South Trelawney, with Mama D, Marissa Dalrymple Spielberg, opening up a newly renovated health center, and the people were happy in Jacksontown. Air conditioning unit, new environment, new chairs, new doctors' quarters. This is the health center that had to be shut down because of the neglect over many, many years. The day after, on Friday, I was in Savlamar, unveiling the plans for a $1 billion expansion of the Savlamar Hospital for the people of the parish of Westmoreland. The last time I was here in Bombay, myself and Darren Vaz were cutting the ribbon to open up the new $300 million buffet health center that was in a desperate situation for many, many years. And when I asked the National Health Fund how many prescriptions are written for the people of Portland so they can get their free medication, I am told last year over 70,000 prescriptions were written free of charge for all the people of Portland who need free medication. What I can't understand about the orange people them is that they are so desperate for power that everything to them is a crisis. Their spokesperson who said he's the real doctor, but it's I improve the system by doctoring up the system. He's a man who likes to cry wolf. Everything is wolf. Anybody know the story of the wolf, the man who cried wolf? After a while, there is no credibility. And he has no credibility because he cannot even recognize the progress that we are making because of the Labour Party government to make the progress. All him have to say is that there's a crisis in public health. When the people of Jackson don't know, so there's no crisis for them. They have a new health center and benefited from it. The people of Buffalo know that their $300 million health center that they can go to now to get doctor and nurse and pharmacy know that there's no crisis in public health. And that's why I say to you, don't watch the hype. Listen to the desperation in the rhetoric. But when the time comes, vote for the people who are trying harder to serve you, the people of Jamaica. We, the Labour Party, have done more for the people of Portland in highways, in job creation, in tourism development, in health centers, in hospitals, in education, with the representation of Darrell and Anne-Marie Vaz. we deserve the third term. Go out and do what you must do to represent what's in your best interest. So liberals.
MP for Western St. Thomas, you know how the West was won, and you know how you will keep the West in the columns of the Jamaican Labour Party. Deputy Leader, James Robertson. Right?
See them up in there. John, how are you? Check. Man, me on the tone, bro. See the chat up my head, bro. No, yes. No, please stop me jumping. Please stop me jumping. Oh, no, see the yard of foreign. Give me that sunny. Clap your body, let's see a clap your body. Now we know, so the jam by your bed. I don't mind. We don't friend things, we don't friend if people are not calling them. Not a cash. Look where you are, where you know boss. Where you know guilty friend.
Our party leader, our prime minister for life, the third term is yours. Members of Parliament, Daryl Vaz and Andre Vaz. Portland is one of the nicest places to visit. It is represented and green from start to finish. And there's no space for anybody to come camp. Last night, Marky G came to St. Thomas, and all he did was two things. When he realized and looked into the crowd, do you know what he said? Hello, jungleists. There was no St. Thomas crowd. Pure jungleists that him drive around and carry with him. I swear to God, play the clip. Party leader, when the man said, hello, jungleists, and the crowd kept back, I felt good, and I can tell you, St. Thomas is behind you. Last night, when I called Marky G, the apologist, the chaka man. You know what hurt the Prime Minister? After we put pride and build St. Thomas, all he could do is come with some little man and spray paint up the place with orange paint. Well, after him fog up the place with spray paint, I tell you, I'm not going to work tomorrow. I buy some paint, some grey paint and some white paint, and I am going to put pride back in St. Thomas. I personally is going to paint out the nastiness that them spray all over St. Thomas. Well, you know that after 5 years, November 7, 2020, Marky G and the PNP have not given this country one single plan to build Jamaica. I challenge any of you, tell me one thing in 5 years that Marky G has said that could build Jamaica. You mean put people to live in swamp? Put people to live in swamp after 5 years of campaigning? I'm not in the cussing game with them. But I have to touch one more thing. When the little man that traveled with him and called himself General Secretary, the one-term man that Crystal Lee run from St. Anne, the one-term General Secretary, good God, how you take a loser and make him General Secretary? I say one thing tonight, because I want to hear Anne-Marie Vaz, Darrell Vaz, and our Prime Minister talk. I'm going to leave the time for them. When Marky G put the chain on a black man's neck and talk about give up the key, that is classless. Emancipation church services took place today all over Jamaica. I wonder if Marky G turned up for the Emancipation church service. Maybe the Prime Minister know, but I don't know. When Marky G called all Jamaican women classless, when he referred to my Dr. Michelle Charles in East St. Thomas, I said to Marky G, stop it and do better. Don't do that. When the other man that traveled with him and called himself General Secretary last night said, God don't finish with him. I wonder why God don't finish with him. And I asked him tonight. He also said, as a threat, if Dr. Michelle Charles had invited him on the stage and talked to him that way, he's not sure what he would do to her. When I asked that little man, tell every Jamaican woman what you meant by that. Apologize and withdraw that. I don't finish with them, you know. But I'm going to move on. Madam Chairperson, where are you? I'm going to leave all the time. East Portland, West Portland, take a good look at our Prime Minister. He built the highway from Kingston to Moran Bay, to Port Antonio. He built 2 urban centers. He built and gave us universities in the East. I said to our Prime Minister, you're going nowhere. You're going to stay and build St. Thomas, Portland, St. Mary, because Paul Bogle is proud of your work. I said tonight, I'm going to close by saying, when Marky G was when Marky G said dead people must vote, if every single dead person vote from independence 1962 to now, he still couldn't win a 3rd term in Jamaica. Long we know. Play that song for the rural school bus system. Because, good God, if every single child could vote, PNP couldn't win 1 seat in Jamaica. Third term is next. Shower your life.
Labor rights. I remember of years ago, when I was disappointed when Patrick Lee lost. And I said to my two good friends, Bigger, Young, and Miss Will, I said, what it going to take? What it going to take to win East Portland? And their response to me was, it going to take somebody like her, Anne-Marie Vaz, to win East Portland. And labor rights, so it was. Anne-Marie Vaz, my sister, my friend, is a champion. She's a warrior. She is fearless. She has put in the work. And because she put in the work, and because she's standing on a record of performance, we know that the people of East Portland will return. Anne-Marie Vaz, the beautiful, the lovely, one on the bigger side, drop it low. When my sister spoke about beautiful speaking, you need to talk about. Because beautiful speaking can't provide. I love you. For your mercy never fails me. All my days, I've been held in your arms. Anne-Marie Vaz, from the moment member of Parliament for East and Portland. Oh, I understand. It is in your hands to bring home this hard-working member of Parliament. A proven performer who loves the people, who works from our heart and with our whole soul. East Portland, West Portland, Labor Rights all over, member of Parliament, our sister, our friend, Anne-Marie Vaz. That is working. My Portland family. Let me tell you something. A shout of the Holness. It is good to be home. Because West Portland and walking with the Member of Parliament, my beloved Pum, Darren Vaz, is what caused all of you to see the potential emotion in me. I am very emotional tonight because when I look left, right, side, back, front, I see my family gathered here, and I know that you're on the journey with me that it started in 2019. I want to thank each and every one of you in Portland, because tonight I stand here not only as your member of parliament, I stand here as a mother, I stand here as a wife, I stand here as a woman of deep faith, and I stand here as a daughter of Portland. This is not about politics for me. This is about giving back to a parish that has my heart, that has opened its arm wide and has embraced me. I have walked the hills. I have walked the hills and valleys of West Portland, and I have walked the hills and valleys of East Portland. And every single thing I do is coming from my heart. We have big roads in Portland that people have forgotten. 90 years, the valley, the roads in Millbank, Comfort, Castle, Bellevue, Narragansett, Anchovy, the $1 billion South Coast Highway, water in pipes, light on fields. And let us talk about the fact that after I have laid the foundation through this government, we are now in the process of building the bomb group that will employ 3,000 of our people. No, I am a member of parliament for everyone. And I feel such a sense of pride in the people of Portland, in their industriousness, in their creativeness, in their ambition to better themselves. And I want to tell you something, that I know this man that using a map to get around in East Portland, I want to say to him that even though I know you're not talking about labor rights, you are out of order to say that the people who are supporting you have no sense. And they are done. You call them monkeys. They can't understand what you say because they're not bright like you. I want to say to him, the only turn you will get is another stint in prison after the last two that they have had. Portland is the most peaceful parish, and since him coming this place, we have a little turn up of violence. We people of Portland going to mash that down. Because no outsider coming in this parish to spoil our reputation. We're going to back him up the same way we pack up the last 4 people and send them back at home. They take Because the people of Portland not going back. We're not going back to poverty. We're not going back to lack of road. We're not going back to lack of water. We're not going back to lack of education. We're not going back to the dark days of the last 30 odd years. We're not going back. We may have been proud, but we are poor, but we are proud. And this government has set a platform that every single one of us is going to realize their dreams. They want to badmine the little bus that we brought into Portland after so many of our kids died and got injured. But they can't stop it because the wheels of the bus will go round and round across Jamaica. Oh, September morning. Labor rights. I don't have to stand here and tell you what happened in East Portland because you live there and you see it by yourself. I hear them telling you, say you don't believe what your eyes can see. I mean, I don't know where what that come from. Because if you have seen something that you can't believe it, what that say about you? We don't want nobody to come down here to announce that they will build 500 houses in those swamp. Because we have no plan. Not land to build house we will see. Them all the water. So, you're waiting on our Prime Minister. And one thing I'm going to say to you tonight, workers of the Jamaica Labour Party, your time is now. Your time is now. We are depending on you. That when we get the green light, indoor, outdoor, cluster, supervisor, and everybody, we're going to carry with Labour, and the whole of us will vote for Labour. We're not going back to where we're coming from, East Portland. We're not going back where we're coming from, West Portland. We're not going back where we're coming from, Jamaica, because every Jamaican is going to choose Jamaica. Show a Labour right. It would be remiss of me to try and mash down. We know that them propaganda, that's all they have, right? But I want to mash down a line today that Blue Lagoon is open to the entire Jamaica. Portland has comments about Boston Beach, and I want to clear it up here tonight. The People's National Party caretaker for the Fellowship Division has had the lead on Boston Beach for over 9 years. The Prime Minister has announced that Boston Beach will be one of the beach that will become a free beach for the people of Jamaica. And you know what Colin Bell has done? He has taken the government to court to keep himself on the beach. And yet they are trying to say that we want Boston Beach for myself. I am calling on the leader of the opposition to take his caretaker of Boston Beach so that the people of Portland and the people of Jamaica can enjoy it. Testing 1 3. We not test. Bigger 5. I want you to pay attention to the meeting. Okay? So we went to the east, labor rights. Where we are going next? Where we are going next? Who over the west? Who? Let me tell you why. Labor rights? And how we are going to introduce the member of parliament from the west. Huh? You get a warning. I wonder which song I'm going to drop for tonight. Huh? Mr. Voss? One Darren Voss? One Mr. Voss in the west?
Let me tell you why, Mr. Peter.
Oi! That can't play! Big a fight! That can't play! Introducing the boss from West Portland. The man was saying born bad mind. And the song we are born bad man. When we think about the song that we think about now with the Darren Voss and doing PNP, we know that East and West Portland will remain in the column of the Jamaica Labour Party. Labour rights, rise, champion, champion.
West Portland, East Portland, labor rights from all over Jamaica. Every labor right with one bad man. Put up your hand. Upon best behavior tonight, the Prime Minister is here. Well, want run a tune, but we can't run it. Because the Prime Minister banned me. But you know the tune no want to run. Prime Minister, colleagues, ministers and members of Parliament, I have a few words to say tonight. And I'm in a somber mood. I'm in a reflective mood. First of all, before I go any further, I want to, on behalf of the entire Portland family, to send our condolences to a great visionary, a great leader, who passed last night, Donald Webby, a man who I knew from a young age, a man who campaigned with me, with my father in 1976 in the state of emergency. We lived nearby, and he showed his leadership from then. And despite the fact that he was a visionary, a patriot, and did so much for his country, he was not a tribal politician. He was a statesman. But make no mistake, he was a rockstone laborite. And I want us to stand and stop for 1 minute and pay tribute. As the first political meeting since his passing last night. Don Webby served his country well, and he served his party well. May his soul rest in peace and light perpetually shine. I am in a reflective mood because I think it's important tonight, Prime Minister, to give my journey, because people only hear that Portland is green and that my name is Mr. Portland and Anne-Marie's name is Mrs. Portland and Portland is vast land. It never started that way. It was a struggle, and a very, very hard struggle. I came to Portland in 2003 on behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party. Bruce Foley was in charge of Portland for the parish council election, and he asked me to come and work with him. I had a relationship with Portland because I've been coming to Portland from I was 8 years old. That was my family's favorite parish to vacation. Cut a long story short, we won the 2003 local government election 5-4. I then went on to run West Portland in 2007 after 18 years of People's National Party representation. I was successful and I won 4 straight elections and 1 by-election between 2007 and 2020. But it goes further than that, because I want the people that are viewing this and my colleagues who may not know the story,
Thank you.
how the West was won. I have run 5 elections and no one PNP has come back for a second time. I have run against 5 different PNP candidates. But I was a one-man band because the East was won for 30 unbroken years. So while I was working in the West, the people of the East were not feeling the work.
The energy, reach home about.
And in 2019,
New man.
we had the unfortunate passing of the People's National Party Member of Parliament, Lindsay Bloomfield. And